Hello everyone, and welcome to the guide for getting your Lucid Nightmare mount. Now all of this credit goes over to the WoW secret finding Discord and community. They are the ones that put in the extra long hours and complete brain power for this. I was actually a part of it, joining late on Tuesday night into the Discord and seeing their progression and trying to also solve the problems. But with all that said, let's jump right into how to get the mount because it will take you quite a long time. So step 1, you have to go to New Dalaran and head over to the Curiosities and More shop, go to the second floor and click on this note. Once you've clicked on that note, you're going to head over to Ulduar, go over to the XT002 fight, and over on the left hand side, you will see this lever right here. You will pull that lever and a bunch of lights will appear in the middle of the room. Now with these lights in the middle of the room, you basically want to activate them so that the activation looks like this gear right here. So basically each square tile that you see in this picture is one light. So you're going to skip 7 and then light up 6 and then follow the pattern from there on out. Once the pattern completes, all of the lights will go away and you will get another note. Make sure you click on every note in the step process or else you won't be able to advance. So once we click on this next note, you're going to head over to AQ40. This will require a full clear of AQ40, but once you full clear it, you will go past Cthulhu into this small little room. And on this table will be this mine larva. Now once you click on this mine larva, you will get this game in front of your player, which is basically a bejeweled game. Now no one has been able to find the true rhyme or reason to this game. Some people say you have to match 5, others that you need to eliminate the shadows on the ground. But basically just keep playing bejeweled and keep matching things until the game automatically goes away. At that point you have defeated the game and you will be able to read the next note, which is on the table next to the mine larva. Now once you have read that note, the next step will take you a little bit longer and there are a few ways that you can go about it. You can either head over to your auction house and buy a shadow weave mask. Right now in my realm they're going for about 10k, but if you want to farm out your own shadow weave mask you can as well. So for those of you who do have a tailor and want to farm out your own shadow weave mask, you will need to head over to Searing Gorge and kill the dark iron steamsmiths. They are along this camp area right here, and right now they're being heavily camped because the recipe is being sold at a high price. So once you do get your recipe, you can fly south and head into Lower Blackrock Spire, and in the spider area you will be able to get all of the silk you need in order to get a mask. Now, once you have a mask, whether that was through auction house or your own farming, you will head over to Deepholm and head over to this cave right here, and in that cave you will pass the worm that is going in circles. And then you will see this fissure on the ground. Now with this fissure and the mask equipped, you also have to make sure that you're not in a party. So click the fissure, go into this room, and there will be a skull on top of a chair. If you are properly wearing the mask, you will be able to click on the skull. If you cannot and you are wearing the mask, go ahead and do a /reload UI. Make sure you're not in a party. Once you click the skull, a note will appear in front of this chair. Click the note and we're ready for the next step. For the next step, head over to Gnomeregan. Follow this path here. And you will get to these machines with levers. Now the machines go from 1 through 9 and you do need to adjust them. Go ahead and input this code along all of the machines. The code is 1222176 597. And then once those numbers are put in, a new note will come out. With that new note, you do need to head over to Val'sharah, and inside of this house in the coordinates 6636, there will be a tumor inside of the house. You will click it and you will get this brand new minigame. It has a bunch of nodes and a bunch of lines connecting the nodes. In order to defeat and to win at this minigame, you need to untangle everything and make sure that none of the lines are intersecting. So you can go ahead and see me solve it right here. It isn't the same exact solution for everyone, but go ahead and just untangle the mess that you have in front of you. Once you have untangled that mess, a new note will appear right next to where that tumor was. Make sure you click on it, and now we go to the final step and the most difficult step. Head over to Kunlai Summit to coordinates 5349, and you will head into the dungeon carved out in the mountainside there. Once you go in there, there is an urn, and at this point I highly suggest getting some pen and paper for the next portion of this puzzle. Now once you click this urn and accept the fact that you are going to be teleported into this evil magician's chamber, you will go into the endless halls. And the point here in the endless halls is simple, but it's very difficult to get to. There are 5 different colors: red, yellow, green, blue, and purple. In different rooms, you will find either the torch or the rune, and this is how the torch looks here, and this is how the rune looks here. Now the only way to activate a rune is to have the debuff placed on you from the torches. So if you come across the yellow rune first, you actually need to find the yellow torches, get the debuff in order to activate the yellow rune. So most people have been sharing how they solve the maze, and this is a picture of my maze and diagram that I was actually drawing out while solving this puzzle. You could be in here for hours and hours, probably 3 or more hours, but since I made myself a map, it actually took me about 2 hours to solve this maze. So make sure that you pair them up, make sure that you draw out your map, and make sure you label that map. Here's the system that I was using for my map in case you're interested and in case you want to do the same thing. Every room has a potential of 4 doors, but some of them might be blocked by rocks. So if you go into a room and the east side is being blocked by rocks, you can go ahead and label it with an X here. And if the entrance is available for you to take, then label it with a dash to be able to later connect it with another room like this. Now, as you slowly draw out your map, you will have more and more connections and more dead ends. And another thing that I also did was label which rooms had the orb and the rune and of what color they did. And once I combined the two, I went ahead and scratched off the label so that I knew that that orb or that rune was no longer going to be there. Now, once you have completed all 5 pairs, the next time you go through one of the entrances or doors, you will be teleported to the end zone here, where you will read your final note, and then you'll be able to collect your loot. So once you do read this final note, you can head on over to Karazhan. You will be going down to the crypts through this entrance right here, and just keep going down these crypts. You do have to fall down this hole, so make sure you fall down, go all the way down to the crypts, and on top of this pile of bones will be your brand new mount. Congratulations, you did it, and hopefully you retain your sanity after that maze. Thank you all for watching, and as always, good luck out there.